There we go. That's better. That's better. That is better. Better like that pretty red sweater. Yeah, I reset. I was testing the subscriber live feature, but it wasn't how I thought it was. And it didn't give me the option to do what I wanted to do. Hi, Cindy. So I think I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm just waiting on some of my subscriber peeps to join. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Hi, Juliana. Thank you for the heart meme. Hi, Crafty. Yeah, this is better. Sorry guys, I was testing something out, so I'm wanting to do something special for my subscribers, but I thought I could do it to where everybody could join the live, but only subscribers could request a box. But apparently it is either only subscribers can watch or only subscribers can comment. So I have a plan. Hi, Chisman. Hi, Kat. Cindy, absolutely. Hi, Peeper. Hi, Shell Shock. Hi, Lorraine. Hey, Sammy. Yeah, I think we're going to do it a little differently. Hey, Rhonda. Hi, Georgie. Hi, Miss Crush. No, you didn't do anything. I don't know. I had a request from a subscriber, and I really want to fulfill that, but I think we're going to have to go about it a little bit differently. Hi, Shameless. No, Lisa, the crochet stuff will be 100% public. I don't like the options they have for subscriber-only lives, so I think I'm going to have to do it my own way because I want everybody to be able to join the live, but I want to make it special for just the subscribers to an extent. I don't know. I'm going to do some research, and I'm actually going to see if I can talk to some other creators that have been doing the subscription thing for a little while. Yeah, I know, Georgie, but I don't want it to only be subscribers that can chat either. I want everybody to be able to watch and chat. I just thought that there was a way to set it to where only subscribers could request the box. But it apparently doesn't work like that. Apparently, it is where you can either only set it to subscribers only can watch or subscribers can only chat. So I think how I'm going to have to do it for a subscriber, meet and greet live type thing is everybody's able to watch and chat, but I only accept box requests from subscribers. And there's a way to set it where I can prioritize subscriber comments. So I'm going to have to play around with that a little bit. I'm sure that Crafty, thank you for subscribing. I'm sure that it matters to an extent, Cindy, but it's probably not going to impact you since you're used to doing things with your left hand, if that makes sense. Thank you so much, Crafty. Hola, Scorpio. Hey, Scorpio. I was watching a screen recording of one of the Lady of lives on someone's page. And I saw you in the comments and you were tickled. You had me tickled. I am not perfect, Lorraine, but I do appreciate that. I just want to do something really, really fun with my subscribers. I didn't get it, Wendy. I'll have to check my requests. I know you do, Scorpio. Thank you. Hey, Amber. I am going to be doing a giveaway for all of my subscribers. I've actually got a few things already put together for my subs. I just have to go through my list and get everybody's name in the bucket. But I'm going to be giving away some skincare to one of my subscribers. I'm actually going to be drawing for that Sunday. So stay tuned. And I'm going to do that every month. That was something I had already had planned. Starting this month, doing a monthly drawing, and everybody that's a subscriber gets entered every month. Thank you, Scorpio. Thank you, Amber, for subscribing. You guys don't have to do that. And I think how I want to go about it is, like, for example, if one person wins this month, I wonder if, to make it fair, if we should take their name out the next month. What do you guys think? Oh, did you like it, Crafty? I've been sending those out in people's packages. Hi, Krista. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, she does, Cindy. You guys think that would be good? Yeah, I think so too. And then once everyone has won something, then everybody's names can go back in the bucket. You know what I mean? I think that would be fair. Yeah, okay. As long as you guys are on board with that, then that's what we'll do. So Sunday, I will draw for a winner. And then whoever wins Sunday will not go in the bucket for February's drawing. How many of you got snow today? We've got about 6 inches out there. Yes, the random wheel generator. I actually use the random wheel generator for my waffles. Yeah, I'm very familiar with it. I thought about doing it like that, but then I also like the idea of the bucket, like names in a bucket, like old school. Hi, Amber. 9 inches, Rhonda. Wow. Listen, Crafty, I don't want the snow. You can have it. I like that, Mama to a Rose. She said maybe if you win, then you get taken out for 3 months, then get put back in so they stay subbed. I like that. I like that. So whoever wins in January, I would probably just do 2 months. Like if you win in January, then you won't be in February or March, and then I'll put you back in April. I don't know. Yeah, I like that. Maybe I'll put a subscriber-only video out and have my subscribers kind of do like a voting poll or something like that. We'll figure it out. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be doing giveaways, and I'm going to be making videos specifically for subscribers that gives you a little bit more of a up close and personal look into my life. And yeah, I'm very excited. I really want to do some great things in 2025. We were in a path to get 25 inches or nothing. That is crazy. That is usually how it is here. Amber, thank you so much. You don't have to do that. Hey, Aaron. I would not know what to do with 25 inches of snow. I would probably cry. So, I don't know how many of you were in Villains Live today when I joined the box, but I feel like I want to apologize. The first thing I would like to apologize for is getting emotional, and I want to explain why I got emotional. I have always known that I had a lot of support on this app. I've always known that I had a lot of respect on this app. But I've never been in a situation to where the people that supported me had to rally together and really, show up and show out with that support, if that makes sense. And the support that I have been shown these last several days, it has been such an overwhelming feeling, but in the best possible way. Like, it has really been Like, I've really felt it. And it's made me emotional, but in a good way. And, like, I don't know. Like, I've never felt that before, to be honest. Not that much. So, like, that's a lot of support. And I never in a million years imagined that I would have that ever. I had a really rough upbringing, a really rough childhood. And I don't know, just the level of, so I've had a lot of friends in school. Don't get me wrong. I was friends with everyone, all the little cliques and groups, but this was different. You guys have no idea how loved you really have made me feel. Now, was there something said on YouTube that was very triggering for me? Yes. But that's not the first time that I have cried over the support that I have been shown. I just don't tend to do it on the app. Thank you, Crafty, for the heart pups. You don't have to do that. Proud of, thank you. Yeehaw! Thank you for the cowboy hat. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you, and I adore all of you. I really do. And I love whenever I'm scrolling my FYP and I scroll into someone's video that shows me support that I've never seen their video before. And I love going through your pages at that point. I promise I'm not stalking, but I like to go through your pages at that point and watch your videos and really take the time to try and, get a feel of who you actually are as a person, because it's nice to get to know all of you guys as much as I can. Thank you, Nina, for the hand heart. I adore you guys, though, and I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, because it's not something I'm used to. Like, it's crazy, but in the best possible way. So thank every single one of you. Thank you, Dee Dee, for the hand heart. Yeah, I'm sure she is live. Who cares? I adore all of you, Country Bumpkin, so much. You do. You learn a lot from people's pages. And I love getting to know people from all around the world. That's always been super exciting for me. We are a TikTok family. We have definitely grown a very strong TikTok family on this app. Snoopy's girl, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate you, YO girl, for saying that. I really do. Absolutely, Amber, and I never will. And that is one reason why I started building my YouTube, because my YouTube is going to be in a different direction than TikTok. Some same things will happen over there, like, spilling the tea and talking about the drama. But when it comes to discussing addiction, that will stay on TikTok. And everything else will be on YouTube. And my YouTube will be monetized, but I will never monetize my TikTok account. I love all of you guys, Lolo. Oh yeah, 2 more to go. I didn't even know I had a subscription goal. Hi, Kane's Angel. Thank you, Indian. You found me from the Allison and Vume. That is hilarious. Listen, I cannot with them. I'm just going to be honest. Hi, it's just me. I was really loving the mom vibes with Allison. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Allison is an amazing mother. But lying about the pregnancy the other day and lying about Vume testing positive for an STD, I was not okay with. Thank you, Andy. I promise you I most definitely will. It is a train wreck. And he was back the day she got home from the hospital, and she lied to everyone. But I agree, it was insane. She finally got rid of him. Lying is something that I just don't, and I'm not going to say I've never told a lie in my life. Like, we all have. If you try to tell me that you have never said one lie in your whole entire life, you are lying at that point. But lying is not like a habit of mine. Yeah, no person can ever be somebody's rehab. And people that think that way tend to be the biggest enablers. Hi, Jess. Nobody specific really right now. We're just chatting about a little bit of everything. My memory's too bad to lie too, Cindy. So, yeah, definitely. Aw, really, Wendy? Well, I'm glad that you're here, and I will always do my best to acknowledge everyone. Yeah, I'm okay, Kane's Angel. I was just saying that getting emotional on Villains Live earlier, a big part of that was just feeling all of the support that I felt. That wasn't the first time that I had cried, FYI. But feeling all of this support has really gotten me emotional, but in the best possible way. I'm dead, Lolo. I do that all the time. And yeah, Cindy, just better to be honest. Yeah, and sometimes my opinion is not very popular, but that's okay. Thank you, Kane's Angel. You guys want to know something funny, though, when it comes to Boss Lady? She acts like she wants to grow her platform, right? And she swears that I've been losing followers, that people have been unfollowing me left and right. In the last 24 hours, I've gained 300 followers. In the last 24 hours, she's lost over 100. Make that make sense. But I'm losing followers? No, I'm not. I haven't lost one follower, it's funny. And normally I don't even care about numbers and stuff, but when she said that, and I got to looking at her follower number on Nookie's replays, I was like, she's definitely losing, but let me go check mine. And I went and checked mine, and I was up like 300 and something. She is. I can't either, Amber. Her voice gives me a headache. It's very nasal. And that's, I get like that sometimes too. So that's not me. I'm not making fun of her. I will 100% say that, especially if I'm talking loud, I talk very nasal. But that's why I hate hearing my own self talk. Thank you so much, Nicole. I appreciate that. She does make stuff up. Yeah, I saw that, Scorpio, in one of the replays. I was like, dang. That has to be uncomfortable to where you're sitting there with not very many people in there, 60 or so, and over half of them are coming at you and calling you out. Could never be me. Oh, she's been private, Kane's Angel. Yeah, she's such a badass. Is it tea or is it coffee? I heard that it's always coffee. Absolutely, she will. Yeah, I've never liked hearing my own voice, ever. I am Cool Breeze. Thank you for asking. Yeah, that's crazy. 10 minutes just to find a charger. She did. She was ignoring those comments. I saw that. Okay, so she was at the PD all day, but says she just got back from baseball. I'm dead. That's what she said the other day. Hey, Jen. Listen, I don't even like pizza. I'm a weirdo. Yeah, and her quote-unquote phone numbers that she has of Lisa. She contradicted herself big time. First, she said that she asked Lisa if she had text now because she had 2 phone numbers for her. And she wasn't sure which one was her mom's phone number and which one was text now. But then she said, well, I know which one is her mom's. Okay, well, if you have 2 phone numbers and you know which one is her mom's, then it is not rocket science that the other one is text now. Come on now. It's insane. Yeah, I don't like pizza. I don't. And when she eats, chew with your mouth closed. Look, I will be so honest. I don't care whose live it is. I don't care if you are Queen Elizabeth. If you start eating on live, I'm going to bounce. Especially if you chew with your mouth open. She was probably too busy paying attention to TikTok. Facts, Petty Belle. And something else I want to apologize for is I got a little out of character in Villain's box. And at the end of the day, even though I said if she kept pushing me, I would stoop to her level. Y'all know I don't mean that. I would never stoop to her level, ever. I have too much class for that. I just, nope. If she wants to continue to show her true colors, let her. But I will never stoop to her level. Listen, she's coming up here, so I'm about to go pee.
Hey, gorgeous. I think I just fell in love with you.
Why?
I've never met anybody else besides me to say they don't like pizza. Like, my whole family rags me on that. I just don't like pizza.
I don't either. It's not good to me. Thank you for the heart, me. I love you guys, too.
Go pee.
Yeah, I gotta go pee. Alright. Whoa. So what's the important info she knows on Lisa? She don't know shit.
No, and I don't think you got out of character. I just think you had a split moment of emotion, but we all know who you are. You know, like, we know who you are.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just annoyed more than anything.
Hey, Cool Breeze.
Like, I don't give a crap what she says. I don't. Call me fat. That video that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
We all know she's behind that. I mean, nobody speaks on me until she starts speaking on me. And she's the only one doing it. It's not a coincidence.
No, and that account, I don't know if you noticed it, but it's brand new.
Yeah, I did. It's her. Let's be so for real. She wants to wear my skin, and that's all it is. Okay, I'm going to mute while I pee.
Okay. Yeah, I seen that. And I'm like you. I shouldn't have got so upset, but I know what it feels like to get made fun of because I've been called a skeleton and bones, and, I get tired of people saying, do you eat? If you would eat, you might gain some weight. I mean, like, really, people? If I didn't eat, how would I be alive? I don't like the weight thing, Raggedy. I just don't. I don't care if you're too skinny, too big. I just don't like it. I don't like people. Daisy, get back. I was so upset. Like, I'm about to cry now. For somebody to talk about my friend like that. And for me to know who you are and what you stand for. I mean, I know it may seem petty.
It doesn't, because it's disgusting what she's saying.
Jesus.
And look, it's not okay what she's doing, but the way that I look at it is, I am pretty strong mentally. Ringo, quit. I am pretty thick-skinned, but not everybody is.
Sorry.
And, if she's coming at me, then I know she's not going at somebody else who maybe is not as strong as I am. Because she's never going to push me to a breaking point. Like, she's never going to make me lose sleep. She's never going to hurt my feelings. She's not going to bother me, because I know by the way she's acting that she is a very sad, lonely, miserable lady. And that sucks for her. Like, even though she is evil, I honest to God feel bad for her. Because I know there has to be something going on there, and she's taking whatever she has been bottling up out on me.
Sorry, Raggedy. They heard your dog bark, so they think there's a dog.
Yeah, that's okay.
They think there's a dog around here somewhere. They're like looking out the windows and out the doors.
It's just Ringo. Oh my gosh, this dog. He is barking because our other dog the one that I'm working on figuring things out for. Of course, I brought him in because we have 6 inches of snow. I've been bringing him in every night, but I
Y'all got
can't
six
bring them around
inches?
each other. Huh?
Y'all got 6 inches?
Yeah, we got 6 inches, and that's a lot for us. We don't get snow.
We got maybe a half to an inch. Not a lot, but it just made everything white. It was just pretty.
I love you for that, Nina. I mean, all of you guys have been great. I don't, like I said, I don't even know how to express how thankful I am, but I know that you guys know I'm appreciative. Oh, Carolina, screw ice. That's all we ever get is ice.
Yeah. Mm-mm. But I don't know about y'all, but last winter, we didn't get anything here. No snow, no ice, no freezing. Like, we got nothing.
We
So
didn't
I was
either.
really surprised we got something this time.
We didn't get anything last year either. And while I wasn't surprised about no snow, I was surprised about the ice. It was actually a very warm winter last year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over it though. I'm
I
into
just
the
don't
snow.
understand something, Raggedy. Why is she coming after you, of all people? Like, I don't understand.
Well, so the first time I found Boss Lady, it was back early December, mid December. I was scrolling and I saw her live. She was talking about Lisa. So, of course, I kind of sat and listened for a minute. And then she starts talking crap about Mandy and Blonde Jennifer. She was talking and making fun of Lisa and Ronnie's teeth, saying, at least Lisa has teeth or Ronnie doesn't. She was being
What?
a bully.
Mm.
So I made a video and called her a bully. And then some people kept coming to me and like she was apparently like talking hard about me at that point. Every time somebody came in her life up until 2 o'clock that morning, if they disagreed with her, Raggedy had to have sent them. So then I
Uh,
made one more video and then I was done and I didn't talk about her for over 2 weeks. But she talked about me every day. And I didn't even know it until she had been doing it for 2 weeks because I don't watch her. Listen, I don't know. I think that when I came in her live, maybe she didn't know who I was. She claimed she watched me a couple times. I don't know, but and then maybe she looked at my page. Maybe she saw a decent following and thought, she could use my name to grow her own platform. But it's doing the exact opposite. Like, I shit you not. I was watching Nookie's page earlier on YouTube, some of the replays, just listening to bits and pieces of the replays. And
yeah.
I got her looking at her numbers just within the last 24 hours because she's been live like 4 times.
Four
And
times.
yeah, and she has lost over 100 followers in the last 24 hours. So, and she had no new likes. She's been sitting at 10.1K likes for a hot minute. Matter of fact, actually, her likes went down. And I don't know if maybe if people block you, that decreases your likes. I don't know. But I got curious because she's been telling people that, or she's been saying that people have been telling her that they unfollow me, they block me, said I'd lost a large following. But I got looking and I haven't lost not one follower. Matter of
Mm-mm.
fact, in the last 24 hours, I had gotten like 360 something new followers. I what? Okay, she's so delusional. I don't know. Like, it makes my head hurt thinking about all of the lies that she spreads. And I truly believe that she believes herself.
You ever met
She's a
somebody that
liar.
has lied so much they literally start believing their own lies? Does that make sense?
It does, it does. Like Mindy. Thank you guys for the gifts. Like that Mindy chick. And I'm
Mm-mm-mm.
going to be honest, though. Like, I get a little like I've blocked a lot of Mindy's pages, and I get a little bit tickled at her sometimes though when a new page pops up because let me tell you, oh girl is dedicated. Like she is dedicated. She will if I block her, she will create a whole nother profile just to keep tagging me in every video that she makes. The video won't even be about me. I mean, sometimes they are, but it doesn't matter if they are or not. But
Who
I
is
don't.
Mindy?
Mindy is like that loving life
Oh,
XOXOXO, yeah,
okay.
the weirdo.
Yep,
But
yep, yep, yep.
I used to think that she really believed her lies, Man, I don't think she does. I don't think she believes her lies. I think she truly is trolling like hell. I think she is just a hardcore troll and gets a kick out of it. And it doesn't make what she does okay. But I think she knows that she's full of crap.
Well, I don't. That lady of lies, she has been caught in so many. And I'm like,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
no, you're fine. I thought I interrupted somebody.
No.
She will tell a lie, and then she gets called out. And then she go, and then you can hear every time, yeah, but you know, da da da. And then there's another lie, and another lie, and another lie to back up one lie.
Yeah, she doubles down. It's really weird.
Have you told her what your real name is yet?
She doxed my. Well, she doesn't know my.
She's got it
name.
wrong, remember?
Oh, you're
Because
talking
it's
about
Danny,
Danny's left hit.
and then your last name is Left Hit, okay? DLT, Danny's Left Hit.
Oh my gosh. By the way, Melissa Sue, this is Jennifer. Jennifer, this is my we've been friends for like 2 years. I met Melissa Sue on this app. We were
Hey,
part
darling.
of the
Hi.
OGs when it came to like Nookie and, everything that Nookie started out with. I'm just going to say we've had some rounds with Nookie, but that's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Well, she's got a hard on for you and Nookie.
she does. She really
Oh,
does.
absolutely. Yeah.
And she swears I'm down. She don't. Like, she brought me up this morning in her live. Girl, I don't cover it, Lisa. I don't stream Lisa. Now, if she comes up, sorry, y'all. Brian made homemade cinnamon rolls. I was trying to eat it before I come in the box. But if Lisa comes up, we have conversations about her. But now she's calling me. She said the Jennifers, and she's talking about me and blonde Jennifer. She said something about what was it? I can't remember, and I don't want to misquote, so I'm not gonna say. But she brought up the Jennifers.
Yeah, she does that a lot.
Said that we're obsessed with her. Bitch, are you kidding me? Or I'm gonna have to do it, Raggedy. Be so for real right now.
She's obsessed with herself. Like, I don't even know this chick, but like, I just catch the little bits and pieces.
No.
And don't get me started, because she obviously has got you wrong, okay, for one. But two, just to think that I honestly, and we all know that I don't follow Lisa either, but
Yeah.
I'm scared for her in some aspects. I really am.
Yeah.
This chick is crazy, and I'm scared that, she would actually, it's like a Lifetime movie type thing.
Right.
Like single white female.
Yeah,
Right.
like it's crazy. It's really crazy. And it's to
Like,
have
Melissa,
to.
Did you hear she made up whole conversations that she had with Lisa?
I'm catching
And they never
up.
happened.
Yeah, that's
They
just,
never happened.
oh
She went
yeah.
on live telling people about the conversation her and Lisa had that never happened.
It's the only
That's
conversation
mental.
I had with
Dangerous,
Lisa
yeah.
cussing her out.
I mean, like, in detail, didn't she, Raggedy? In
Yeah, is there
detail.
proof of that though? Or is it alleged?
Oh, my God.
Lisa
Why?
cussing her out? I posted the proof. Lisa forwarded me the
was taking
whole
notes.
email thread.
Why'd you let her?
Proof, you would think she would show it, right?
Hello, everybody except Jen.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if she takes notes. Like, how does she remember all
So,
the fairy
you always-
tales? Hi, ladies, by the way.
You always got to look at the source. And the minute she didn't know what the corner store was, said it all for me. And then she went on
Yes.
to say that anything English tells her is fact.
Anything
Okay,
anybody
I'm
in her
done.
chat tells her, Hazel, she believes.
It's
It's crazy.
ridiculous.
So, Melissa, this is Hazel, my really, really good friend, unfortunately.
I don't know this girl. Never seen her in my life.
No, she's never been to my house. I've never been to hers. We didn't go shopping together. No.
Nope. Don't even know.
No.
her. I don't
No,
know why
she's
you're
not. I'm not
talking to
going to
me.
see her Sunday. So,
I don't know why you're talking to me.
well, I'll talk to Raggedy. Raggedy, I guess I'm coming to your state Sunday then.
Raggedy, you need to be packing.
Shady
for your
lady,
expedition. She gonna send you home.
Yeah. Do I need to pack you a lunch or do I need to put money on your books? Which one you want, Raggedy?
Maybe both.
Here's what I think, and I've told Dylan this, and I think Dylan agrees with me to an extent. If you really pay attention to the people that Boss Lady talks about the most, me, Villain, trying to throw Tech in the mix, Mandy, it's all
Nookie.
people. Well, yeah, Nookie.
No.
It's all people, or the majority of people, that Lisa has personally reached out to in some way, shape, or form without asking for money. And I think that because Boss Lady is so desperate to have some type of, I guess, relationship, I don't know what she wants with Lisa. And Lisa
She wants to be the.
won't
I
do
think
it.
she wants to be the hero. She wants to be the
Yes.
one
There's so many
to
people
say,
that
"Hey,
want
look
to
it.
do
You
that,
guys
though.
couldn't get her sober and this and that, but I could." Like that's what she wants.
She legit said, Melissa, on a live, if Lisa does go to rehab, I'll be the one that takes her.
Yep.
No, ma'am. If she
I'm the only
reaches
one
out to
she'll trust.
anybody,
Remember
yeah,
that, Jennifer? I'm
yeah,
the only
I'm the
one
one
she'll
she
trust.
trusts. If she, you know who I think she's going to reach out to?
Tech.
Tech.
Tech. Yep.
Tech is closest. She knows she can trust.
The problem with that is Lisa knows Tech won't give her money.
Yep.
And that's the
Absolutely.
problem. And Tech calls Lisa on her shit. And listen, Tech has talked to Lisa a lot behind the scenes, but no one knows that because Tech doesn't get on live and talk about
You
it.
don't
Yeah,
hold a whole ass live
she's
about
not
it.
wanting that Otta girl.
No.
You know, she just wants to legit
No.
help her to be.
Well,
You
that's
know,
because Tech is doing
Yeah.
it for the right reasons, where Shady
Right.
Lady's doing it because she wants to be relevant. She wants to be the center of everybody's
It's
focus.
just like, no offense, it's just like Mandy. Mandy, she's a, it's a sickness. Like,
Mhm.
Tells
why?
every time, and villain is, she's like the opposite too, kind of like Tech. And I will say, like, I don't tell y'all folks every time Lisa contacts me. One, because it's nobody's business, but two, people are just hateful and negative, and our conversations are not
Raggedy,
like people
I'm
would
sorry.
expect.
That's
But
like
Raggedy,
the email she sent to
Riley
Villain
Lou.
was
Hold on,
beautiful.
Jen. Hold on. Victoria. Okay. Victoria needs to fix her own life. She's the definition of clean, living dirty. So Victoria needs to focus on herself
I love
and
that
not other
analogy.
people.
I do
Go
too.
ahead.
I do too. Being
Sorry.
No,
clean from the addiction itself, but still living the dirty lifestyle.
No.
Absolutely.
I mean, the email that she sent Villain, it almost made me cry. Because it's like she was saying, finally, somebody treats me like a human being.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell y'all, I don't want to say much because, again, it's not anybody's business, but I made a video a while back. I don't know if you guys remember, but right before Christmas, Lisa was live and she was saying something. Somebody said something about her getting, the youngest. I'm not going to say names, something for
Right.
Christmas, and how all he probably wants for Christmas is his mom. But I mean, it was a whole ordeal. But I'm going to tell y'all something. I could see, like, I know that Lisa is a master manipulator, but being someone that has been in maybe not quite her situation, but a similar, I saw, like, she had real emotion in her eyes. She was truly upset for once, not just putting the tears out there to try and get, like, money and
It was
whatever.
pain. You seen real pain.
I did. I saw real pain, and I made a video and I talked about it. But that video's on YouTube, and Lisa watches my channels. Lisa saw that video, and I woke up the next morning and I had a hello wave from Lisa, but that was it.
I'll
And
be
I
right
was
back,
like,
ladies.
and she had been MIA for a couple of days, and I was like, "Did you mean to send that, Lisa? Is everything okay?" And the next day she messaged me back and was like, "Yeah, I did." And then she went into this whole spiel. She literally, that feels emotions. And I'm not going to say what the whole message was, but a lot of y'all people that do use her for your own personal benefit, I feel like y'all forget that. Y'all forget that
She did love that dog. And
Seeing her
listen,
it pulls at my heartstrings. You can't, like Raggedy, like you said, she's still a woman. She's still a human with a heart, and she's got to be humiliated at the way people joke about her. And
Mm-hmm.
a
lot of us were
honest
her.
to God, I would love to just walk up to her and give her a damn hug some days.
And I won't allow that negativity on my page. She has also commented on my videos in the past,
Exactly.
replies to her and says something derogatory, hateful, disrespectful. I don't care if we have been friends for a long time on this app. I told them you will be blocked because I'm
Raggedy,
not going to allow that.
do you know how many times we get hate, me and my friends, because we don't bully Lisa? They're like,
Yeah,
well, you
because they say you
coddle her.
coddle her.
No,
It's not
no,
coddling. It's
we
treating
No,
her
don't.
like
We're
she's
just
y'all have
not
something.
mean to
never,
Bring
her.
humanity to
y'all
another
have
Look
level.
at,
never,
I was Lisa. I was Lisa.
same.
Jen was
Where did
Lisa.
Melissa Sue
So
go?
many people in this chat. Your father was Lisa. Like, you got to think of it at that level.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I'm
And
going to tell
And
you
these
something,
people
Hazel.
think she's a sideshow, and she's not. And it's fucking
I,
sick.
I don't see how somebody's misery can be somebody else's entertainment. I don't
Yeah.
get it.
Facts. And Hazel, you said your father was Lisa, and you're right. And here's the thing. And
I
I've
didn't. I'm
brought this
sorry,
up
Riley.
many times. I used to make a lot of videos on Lisa. Now, did I ever post screen recordings of her lives? Did I ever stream her? Did I ever post clips of her live, post her picture? I posted her picture one time, and it was a beautiful picture of her to talk about how beautiful she was. I never sent negativity her way. I
You didn't
never
bully
said this.
her.
I didn't. I was very respectful. But even though I was being respectful, I still felt like it I was telling the story of someone that it wasn't my story to tell, and I thought the same thing that just came out of Hazel's mouth. My daddy was Lisa, and I would not want somebody making videos daily about my daddy if the TikTok was around then. Even though I was being positive, I did not feel good about it, and I wanted to do it differently. Do I every now and then still say something? Yeah, but when people try to bring up what's going on in the Lisa world in my lives now, I immediately shut it down. I don't want to talk about Lisa's story, what she's doing, because it's the same shit, different day. It's always going to be the same thing until she's ready to take the steps she has to take. So why are we continuing to sound like broken records with her?
Hey,
Hazel,
Miss
you see
Raggedy,
what Shameless
I'm gonna
wrote?
jump down, Miss Raggedy. I
No.
thought I was gonna have fun with Boss Lady, but I am not educated on the whole
Oh, we can
Lisa.
talk about Boss Lady. That's fine.
Yes,
No,
let's
I
talk
just
Yeah,
about
because
Boss Lady for real.
it's not my
Let's
yeah.
take
place to
this up
speak
to
on
No, I
Lisa.
didn't, Jen. I can't see the comment.
It says using someone's pain for profit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. And I've never monetized my account, and I never will, even though I don't like to discuss that situation anymore. I don't know. My
So
TikTok will never be
can
monetized.
can I give you my honest opinion about Boss Lady? I
Mm-hmm.
think
Please.
she come across Lisa
Mm-hmm.
or somebody talking about Lisa. And I think she's like, oh, this is how I'm going to become famous on TikTok. I'm going to talk about her, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? Yada, yada, yada. I think I'm going
She
to
saw
talk
other
about
people
her.
doing it, getting views.
Right, right. Because I know for a fact, because I went in her live because she was talking shit. So yeah, I went in there and I wasn't ugly or nothing. I made comments about what they were talking about. She never said shit to me. And then people's like, look who's in here, look who's in here. I was never ugly. I literally heard her bragging about having 500 people in her live. She said out of her mouth, my next goal is to have 1,000.
Yep.
Well,
That's
she don't
what
even
this
hit
is
100
about.
now.
She's trying to jump on you because now she talks about you, Raggedy. She's thinking that's going to get her views and follows. She's trying to do whatever she come to be TikTok famous. That's what I honestly believe. She wants to be like villain status or
Yeah.
Raggedy status. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I agree. I agree, and that's what Dylan and I had talked about at one point. I feel like that's exactly what she's doing. She saw Lisa. She saw people talking about Lisa. She came across Tay, for example. I know she has been watching my older videos because that's where the screenshots that she has came from. I think she saw views that I had on my old videos. I think she saw views that maybe Tay had been getting along.
I'm about to ask the same
What
question.
what was
So
the goal behind that memorial thing? I
I don't
really
know.
just don't
I don't.
understand it.
I don't
Yeah.
understand it either. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
Attention.
I had to back away from the app last night because of that. Towards the end of the night, I popped into a live that Tech was in because something about listening to Tech talk always like calms me down. I
I
don't
was there
know,
too. I saw you.
Yep.
Yep.
but I had to step away from the app after that. Like whenever I can't even tell you the amount of messages I got when that live was going, and I had people start reporting. And we got it down. But I had to step away because, as somebody who has lost a person to addiction, that was very triggering. And I don't understand how people can be that twisted to do that. Like, her sisters are on this app.
Her
Well,
kids too.
I
Her
know
kids
people
up.
are going to get mad at me, but I did because, look, I don't care about the Ronnie money situation. I don't care. It's got nothing to do with me. I give Ronnie a heads up because I was so scared that somebody was going to see that, because I literally had to screenshot it and then expand the picture for me to be able, you know what I'm saying, Raggy, to read what it said.
Yeah.
And when Reaper sent me that, y'all, I just picked up my cousin's ashes yesterday, who did OD. And I'm like you, Raggy, I couldn't take seeing that.
Yeah, it was not good. It was not good. It triggered a lot of people. When the person emailed the screenshot to me, I immediately sent it to Villain. I immediately sent it to Reaper. And then I popped into, I think it was Text Live for like 5 minutes or so. And I just got upset and I just started crying. And I don't know. I knew right then I needed to put my phone down. That's all I know. Like, I know when it's time to put the phone down. And I needed to put my phone down. That was a lot. That was a lot.
I don't see the goal there. I don't see, like I get, I understand why she would do it, but it was unnecessary.
It was disgusting.
It wasn't
makes
her
sense.
place. It was so hateful to do. So hateful.
It was
She was
hateful.
thinking
and
about herself and nobody else.
But I think
it's
people are at the end where they're trying anything, and I understand that. But you just, she's a stranger on the internet. Like, it's not like it's coming from like a family member. It's
Right.
coming from a stranger on the internet. At the end of the day, I just, it's weird to me.
I
I'm
don't
so
think it would
glad.
have helped Lisa. I'm going to be honest. And just from, and while yes, I had my own addiction and, I did not great things, my addiction did not fall quite as deep as others did. And I am glad, but at the same time, I still felt shitty a lot. I still hated myself a lot. I still felt worthless and no good a lot. And Lisa doesn't feel anything. Lisa does feel worthless a
Very
lot.
nice. Do you know you're in a box, love?
Yes, I do. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
I was letting
Oh,
Reggie.
you're good, babe. I just didn't know.
I
Yeah,
started
yeah.
hearing a dude
No,
talking. I'm
you're
like,
good,
who is
babe. You're
that?
good. You're good.
And I could just see someone like Lisa scrolling into that live and being like, damn, as if I didn't feel like people didn't give a fuck as is. Now you mother heppers are KILLing me off. Like, I don't know. It was not good. I didn't agree with it.
Could you imagine, Hazel, when we were in our addiction, if TikTok was around?
No,
Ain't no
I mean,
way.
I'm what I mean.
I'd be here. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I could have stood the begging on here because I needed to go. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait like this. Like, I don't know.
For my
Yeah, that's
children's
how I
sake,
was.
I'm glad.
Like, when I went through addiction, it was Facebook. That was it, and Instagram.
Same. Yep.
And
Facebook.
when Tech was in her addiction, it was MySpace. Like, it's crazy to me how this app, and Tech's right. The streets are this app.
Yep.
TikTok brought the streets to y'all.
Yeah.
This is what it is at the end of the day. And there's so many people out there. It's not just Lisa.
Right.
That is the issue here. It's not just her. It's a lot of people.
Every family that I know of literally has either an addict in addiction or that's in recovery. And the boss lady, she seen Lisa and seen dollar signs because she wasn't she dry begging.
Oh, I don't
She
know.
was talking
It's
about
just like that late night
giving.
snacker lady. She did the same thing, trying to get Lisa to come to a box. $5. I'll get Lisa in a box. And then sits there and says, I made a mistake. You made a mistake because you backtracked because you were called out because it didn't go the way you wanted it to go.
And she tried to lie, Hazel and Raggedy, I know you know this, and said she wouldn't give Lisa a box. Girl, you would fall over the phone trying to accept that box request.
Oh, she
She'd
gave
go up
Kim
to
a
her
box.
house just to put her on the phone if she
Yeah.
could.
It wouldn't surprise me, Raggedy, if Boss Lady didn't try to go do a one-on-one interview with Lisa.
Oh, I'm
I
sure she
agree with
would. I'm
that.
sure she
Because
would.
this bitch is crazy. You
All
see
she
here.
cares about is herself, Jennifer.
Yeah.
That's why she doxed herself. Literally where she worked, her first name, the name of the company, wore the uniform so she could play the victim and
What?
say, "Oh, somebody called my
Yeah, Hazel.
job. Somebody
Yeah.
did
I don't
this."
see. I don't watch
She
Boss
wanted to
Lady.
be the
So.
victim.
Well, look, right before she accused me of speaking on her children, literally, when I say right before, it was right before, like the day before,
Yeah.
when I first heard one of her lives, the only time I watched one of her lives actually on this app. I watched like 10 minutes of it, and she said, I'll tell you what, people can say whatever they want about me, but if anybody on this app ever comes after my kids, they're gonna wish that they hadn't, or something like that. I don't know. And then literally the next day, she's accusing me of coming at her kids. Like, let's be so for real right now.
When I
I
heard
mean,
that, Raggedy, that she said that you had made fun of a special needs, I bust out laughing. I said, well, if you believe that, then I got some oceanfront property in Arizona I can sell you, because I can say a lot of things about you, Raggedy. But making fun of special needs, come on now.
Never.
Anybody
and
that believes that has no idea who you are.
Exactly.
what was with the makeup video she did for you? Like that was gross.
It was very gross. And
That was
man, listen,
wild.
I'm gonna
Like
be honest. I made a big girl, and I'm not making fun of her looks, but I let me put my lashes on, boo boo, and let me do my makeup. I'm good at doing makeup when I do it, and let me do my makeup. Let me do my hair. Throw a wig on. Let me put regular clothes on, and then let's both take pictures of us looking our best. Let's put them side by side and see how many of them get like reactions. Because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter about your outer beauty. It's your inner beauty trumps her inner beauty any damn day. Because
I mean,
I
That's
listen,
why you're
a
beautiful
pretty
and she is
face,
ugly, Raggedy.
a pretty
Raggedy,
Deep
face
inside.
doesn't
what
mean
does that
shit. Hold on, a
comment
pretty face.
mean from Nana's Babies? You read that?
I saw it. I saw it. Just don't ignore it.
no,
If
I'm
it
not. We're
is, it
not
is.
talking about Lisa and Kim Rhea. If you
Yeah,
bring Lisa
no.
and Kim Rhea up in the comments and
Yeah.
it doesn't pertain to the conversation we're having, I'm muting you. No disrespect, but I've told you guys I don't want to do that here.
So listen, a pretty face means nothing if you have an ugly heart, and that's the way
Amen.
it is.
Amen, Hazel.
Yeah, like, and that's honestly what I've learned along the lines. But boss lady, you've been watching Lisa for a
A
second.
minute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's tell me you're new without telling me you're new, because
She didn't even
Right.
it's
know who
wild.
Nicole was, Hazel, rember?
Oh
Yeah.
Lord,
Somebody
She
in the
didn't
chat
even know
a
who
week and a half ago
Nicole
don't
said
bring
was.
her
Nicole.
up.
And she's
Don't
like,
bring
who's
her up.
Nicole? Fill me in.
That's
I
so
got a
funny.
lot to say about that one, but I'm not going to.
She didn't
Right,
even
but
know
I'm
who
just saying
Melinda
that's how little
was.
she knows.
Yeah, she didn't know who Melinda was.
No,
Oh my God, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
No.
did
geez.
not
You
know
need
who
to tune
Melinda
in. You
was.
need to go back a few years. Shit.
she goes to her chat and says, okay, what did I miss? What's the scoop? What's changing? Because I need to know.
Yeah.
Anything that chat tells her, she runs with it. No check, no fact checking at all.
As
Yeah.
long as
And that's where
Well,
she gets
because
all
she
her
says,
info.
listen, as long as English is telling her the truth, we're all good.
Yeah, we're fabulous.
You don't need
she
fact
says,
checking.
I could drop the receipts, but I don't need to. That's what she says.
Christ. I cannot.
He ain't got
And
no
she
That
damn.
sounds like
smacks her
somebody
lips
else
the
we
whole
know,
time for
Hazel, talking
attention.
about they don't have to drop receipts.
Who?
Y'all know who I'm talking about, but I ain't gonna bring it up.
Don't.
Listen, I'm just kidding. Maybe you don't want to
Don't
bring it
call
up. You don't have to,
Beetlejuice.
but I don't know who you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
You do, Raggedy.
Yeah, she didn't even know who Thaddy was. That's
No.
true.
I'm sorry. What, Crystal? Ooh, Thaddy
Yeah.
was a right away. What? You don't know who Thaddy Daddy is? Ooh,
You got
Mm-hmm.
everybody knows who Thaddy is.
And for
man,
her to say that Thaddy is the biological father of Lisa's daughter made
that
me
Yeah,
was
I
sick
don't even
to
want to
my
talk about that.
freaking stomach to start
Raggedy,
a
did
rumor
you
like
fact
that. I
check
like
that?
was vomiting. It was so
Wait,
disgusting.
before we continue to say that, was that fact checked? Like she actually did say that?
In
She
one of her
actually
lives,
did
yeah.
say
She
it
said
in
she
a
Yeah.
didn't know
live.
who
All right, I
Thaddy was,
wasn't sure. Like I said, I don't watch her, and I don't just want to say she said something because
Yeah. She said it
listen,
wouldn't
people who say
surprise
anything
me and they
gross.
look alike.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Read your text, Hazel.
And Villain even confirmed that as well in Villain's live that
Yep.
she said that.
Yeah, Villain confirmed it. Yeah.
That just
And
made me
she says
so
she don't know
ill.
who Villain is. She
Oh, she
literally
knows.
calls
She
out
knows who
her
Villain
name.
is. And here's the thing. Well, she calls out Villain's name because what's been going on. She wasn't saying anything about Villain at first. But I will say this. One, I know you've been watching me. So if you've been watching me, you have to know who Villain is because Villain and I are close. Two, if you have been watching anything on this side of TikTok, there's no damn way in hell you don't know who your favorite villain is. Be so for real.
Well, Raggedy, remember, I know you were in that live. I'm almost positive I saw you when she was like, "Oh, I don't know. It's just Sparky, it's Biker Jan, it's Bouncer Jan, it's this Jan, it's Raggedy. I don't know any of them, and yet she's dogging them." So I simply said in the chat, "If you don't know them, why don't you get to know them?" And
No, I
boom, I was
wasn't in that
blocked.
live. I'll be honest, I haven't been in one of her lives
Oh, I thought
since
I saw you that day. I'm sorry.
the middle of December, whenever the first night that I saw her. The only lives of her that I have watched since then, and I've never watched a whole one, is on Nookie's YouTube channel.
Okay.
I won't give her my view. No, I
I
don't care.
agree, Mama Army.
I literally think that there is something mental going on because for her to make up the lies that she has made up and then double down and then I'm gonna say it, then triple down. There's got to be the elevator ain't going all the way to the top or something, Raggedy. I'm telling you that because Hazel, she literally on a live as soon as she went live, the very first thing she says, "Well,
Yes.
Can I play devil's advocate for a second? Just for a second. She's either, like you said, Jennifer, elevator ain't going to the top, or do you think that she's doing this?
Do I
yeah,
think that there's some
Yep.
sociopathic tendencies going on there? Absolutely, I do. But, and this is something that I said because she is so desperate for the attention, regardless of the type of attention. I think that she needs to use names like mine and Villain and Lisa because without pulling those names, she can't get the attention. If we stopped, like, if we didn't say anything else about her moving forward and just completely ignored her, I would be willing to bet money that she would struggle to even get 30 people in her live. And I'm just being honest because you can only talk about people for so long that are ignoring you before you run out of stuff to talk about.
Raggedy, did
You're
you see
lying.
that
Can
comment
everybody
that just
tap the screen?
Did you see that comment that just came? Oh, I'm sorry, Hazel. It said
No,
just now on her
I
live,
don't
she
want
had
her to lose
8
the
likes.
live.
8
I
likes and
can't.
40 people.
Well, part of it too is it's been happening a lot. For some reason, it's happened in my live, it's happened in Sparkly Jen's live, it's happened to me in Tech's live. Pretty much every
I
live
was
I go in
aggravated
at
the other
least
day because
once.
I went out and came back in 6 times in this fucking live and I couldn't hear
Yeah,
you.
and
I was like, I'm
it
done.
like freezes. Like it'll only be for some of the people in the chat. It never happens to the people in the boxes, but it'll freeze for a second and then it'll come back. And I saw on like Boss Lady's screen recordings, it happens to her. I think that what is happening is TikTok is not updating
Updating.
mm-hmm.
because of what's pending. I don't know though. I don't know. I got the best internet in
Well,
town. I'm just
listen,
being
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, it's not
Boss
lagging on
Lady
my
is
end.
just like Lori. Like, listen, Lori wanted to get in there, and she wanted. It's like when people were sending the grocery orders, Lori was like, "Oh, I can get it. I'll take it. I'll take it." There's another grift. Like,
Yep.
it's crazy.
I didn't think about that, but you're right, Hazel.
Yeah.
And my internet might actually lag a little bit tonight, just being my internet, since we did get all the snow.
If people just watched, it would make sense.
Yeah.
Just watch. Sit back and watch. Don't comment. Just watch.
And Raggedy, what was you saying about the phone numbers?
Earlier today, she was saying something about, like, she was fanning this thing around and she said, "Oh, I accidentally showed Lisa's phone numbers." And then she said something about she had emailed Lisa to ask her if she had a text now. And then obviously the other one is text now.
Process
What?
of elimination.
Yeah. Yep.
She,
2 and 2
she
just
contradicts herself all the time.
with her 2 and 2 equals 17. It's that simple. Nothing adds up with the way she talks.
The math ain't mathing.
Nope.
Well,
I'm
I
sorry,
hope that
sweetheart.
villain continues to find nothing on her so-called criminal record.
You
And
know, it's
fax the
odd.
video to the police. That made me laugh. I love
It's
Dylan.
not. It's not lagging for me because I'm in the box.
Yeah, it's not lagging for me.
Weird.
Me either.
But when I was in the chat, when I was modding, I kept. Oh my god, it was driving me nuts, man.
Yeah, it's really annoying. And I don't know. I mean, again, I did get a lot of snow today, but this was happening before we got the snow, and it's happening to other people.
Yeah, it
Not
was
just
doing
me.
this to me a week ago, Raggedy.
I checked the other day to see if I had an update and I didn't, but somebody said they just had to update their app. So maybe I'll try and update mine tonight. Hopefully it's there.
And I don't see how being to prison is a flex. To lie about it is what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Well,
right.
she
Black
didn't go to
Love
prison.
sent you a message in the chat, honey, asking how you feel. Sorry, I just didn't know if you saw it. Sorry, Jennifer.
No, I don't. It goes so fast.
Yeah.
I'm blacked up. I am doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. I hope you're well.
But I've never heard anybody brag about going to prison. So
Yeah, me either.
people think you're cool. I mean, or like you more. I went to jail, not prison, because it was the county. But why lie about it? Like, I believe she's a pathological liar. I bet she does it more than on TikTok, Raggedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
Jennifer,
agree.
do you think it's because she wants to seem more knowledgeable in that environment and make her look more credible to Lisa? Like, yes, I've been through this, that, and the third, so I know what you're going through. Come to me. Come to me. Do you think because the misinformation about, and you guys know I know nothing about mats and subs and all that, but everybody's saying that she's wrong, even villain. Do you think maybe that was never even an issue for her and she's wanting to make everybody think it was so that Lisa will come to her?
Terry, can I
Well,
answer
She
that?
was an
I'm
addict.
gonna tell
Answer
you.
that when Jen's done.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If it comes out that she's not a recovering addict,
He is a recovering addict, y'all. I can
Okay.
say
I
that.
didn't know. That's why I was
that's
asking.
true.
It's listen, Villain and I both have went through her entire criminal record, and her criminal record alone has enough information to confirm she
Okay.
is a recovering addict. I thought that. I did think that at one point, but I have I can't even talk. Redacted that statement because I'm telling you, a lot of her charges, like theft charges and fraud charges, it's all around trying to do deceitful, fraudulent things to get rugs.
Okay.
She was definitely an
Well, I'm
addict.
glad you clarified that because there for a minute I was thinking, you know what I mean, Raggedy? If she lies about everything else,
Right.
Right.
So there, Terry. What I think, and this is what I think, for her to get on a live and brag about Lisa being like her saving Lisa says it all for me. It says it all for me. It wraps it in a nice bow because I know exactly the minute you have to say those words, you're doing it for the wrong reason. So.
Yeah,
You
where if
know,
you look
I
at
really
text
hope
to her
that
'cause she
somebody
wants
in
to.
her real life comes forward.
They
I
will.
want
It
to
always
hear
happens.
from somebody in her real life.
It
It's
happened
gonna
with
happen.
Lori. It happened with Lori.
Yep, her sister.
So
Well, yesterday that guy that she's known for a couple years off app was on live with her. And remember, she said, "Tell them how nice I am. Tell everybody how wonderful of a person I am." And I couldn't read the chat. I was outside the window. And she said, "See, he even told you I'm a great person. I'm loving. I'm this, I'm that." If you have to constantly say that, then you're not.
right?
And she's looking for that. And thank you, Raggedy, for clarifying because you know that I know nothing about addiction. So I appreciate that.
That
Letting me
makes a
know
good
that.
point, though.
yeah,
I mean,
I was
his
just gonna say
behaviors
that.
weren't changing. If change doesn't happen, I don't see recovery. Just saying. So I can look at that one of two ways. One, I mean, again, I know she's had addiction, but maybe she's not addiction recovery, if that makes sense, without
Yeah.
saying it out loud. Or either she is kind of like the Victoria situation. Again, she is clean from the substance itself, but she's still living that dirty lifestyle. It's possible. I mean, I don't want to
Clean.
speculate, so that's my
Well,
opinion.
I know people exactly like that.
Dirty living clean living dirty. Just
I
saying.
Exactly,
love that
Hazel.
saying. I love that.
I got that from Tech. I
Yeah,
did.
I've heard
I
Tech
Tech used to say that all the time, and now I hear it in my fucking head.
Tech is wise beyond her years.
Yeah,
Dude, I
Tech
literally
is.
hear her in my fucking head.
Play the
Play
tape
it
forwards.
the whole way through. Oh my
I've heard her in my head too, believe it or not. Like
God.
people will be doing some stupid shit. Well, kind of like yesterday, I heard Tech in my head. I'm not gonna lie, with that whole memorial situation. I wanted to I wanted to go off. I wanted to go live and I wanted to go off. I wanted to snap. I was triggered. I was mad. I was upset. I was sad. And in my head, you know what I heard? I heard Tech say, "Don't give it attention. Don't give it attention."
I texted it to Tech and I said, "What the fuck is this?" And she's like, "I saw it already. It's just the
Yeah,
straight."
I sent it. I sent it to Hazel because like it triggered me. I was like, "Is this?" I flipped out. I couldn't believe it. Reaper was blowing me up. Da da da. You know, like who the fuck is this woman? Da da da. Who does she think she is? You know,
I
why would?
hadn't seen it until you
Hey,
said it to
well,
me. I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
and listen. I mean, I used to do that a lot, but then I started getting to know everybody, and now I talk a little bit more. But not everybody knows my life situation, etc. And it's not for this app. Tom, Ranger, Tech,
Yeah.
and then Tech's late night lives. I cannot even express or explain the calmness and the peace and even just the laughter, like how much all of that has helped me.
damn Snapchat filters.
Yeah, I love those. The
I
butthole
hate
one.
watching text lives, but I can tell you, it's even from somebody who does not deal with addiction. I've learned so much from tech, even in the few lives that I've watched.
Yo,
And I
let's
just love
stop
her
because she
voice.
hates all this. She hates all this shit. She really
But
does.
I've learned
She
Okay,
something. It's
does.
very
well, look,
educational.
on my clean date, she got my live taken down. So there you go.
Oh,
What a witch, Tech. What a hag. You just I mean, I'm supposed to hate her, remember?
She come on there to make sure that my live got taken down. I know it. I know it. So is that better, Hazel?
she
She don't like compliments.
wise and
Yeah, and I get it. She doesn't like for people to make her sound like a big deal because she doesn't look at herself as a big deal. She knows that
Right.
she's somebody. She knows that she's important. But I feel like it's kind of similar to how I feel when people tell me how
another
great I
addict
am.
trying to get another day clean, like we
Hey,
all
Yeah.
are.
Raggedy, what you just said is exactly the point in all of this with Shady Lady. So everything she's doing for her, not for Lisa. Everything Tech does, she does for Lisa, not for Tech.
Terry,
Tech
I'm
has nothing to
dying.
gain by this. She does it out of the goodness of her heart to help other human beings that are struggling. Where Shady Lady, it's 99% of that conversation is about her and how
Yep.
good she is and how I can do this and I'm good enough to do that, and not about Lisa, not about the one struggling.
She's
And if you sit
self-centered.
and watch,
I
just like
can't
you
fucking
said,
hold it
Raggedy,
in,
you'll see that.
Terry, shady lady. I can't fucking hold
Sorry, I've
it
been calling her
in.
that from the
Listen, I call her
get-go.
Lady of Lies. I gave her the Lady of Lies name and it stuck. I really am serious. I think that I think I want to put together like some type of merch. I don't want to put Lady of Lies on it, but I really feel like this whole situation has brought out so many different like sarcastic thoughts in my head that I'd love to see on like a cup or a t-shirt. I don't know. Listen, I'm just
The
rambling.
first time I saw her, I thought, man, that bitch is shady. And boss lady, I'm
She
like,
is
that's
shady.
a shady lady.
Shady boss lady.
He's very shady. But look,
Shady lady.
kind of to Terry's point though. So you've got selfish people and you've got selfless people. Now, even selfless people have done selfish things at some point in time. But when you're that type of person, like Tech, or me, and I've been this way even as a child, a villain, probably everybody in this box, where when people give you compliments, they tell you you're beautiful or you're amazing or you're so smart or you're great, and it makes you uncomfortable because you
Get
don't
awkward.
like to.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
awkward.
like,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's very awkward. You are selfless. You are not a
Jen
selfish
does that all
person.
the time to me.
Right.
I don't like that. She
I don't
does it
either.
all the time to me. I love you. I care, but you're so important to. I know. It makes me. I appreciate it, but it's just
And I
it
feel
makes.
bad for being that
Oh
way.
my God.
Like I feel guilty
Because
because
we
I
don't
Bitch,
am
I
hold
that
told you
ourselves
to
way.
like
shut
that.
up. That's what it is. Like
I'm sorry. I
I
love you and care about you. What
that's
I should be
fine. You
so
can do
ashamed.
that, but I know, and
But
it's
listen, the
fine.
reason I do that, y'all, the main reason, like I over compliment you, is there's a reason behind it. Before
I'm
my
just not
sister
polite.
passed, the last time we spoke was an argument. So God forbid something should happen. I want to know I told you what you meant to me. Does that make sense?
It does,
Yeah.
because the last time I talked to my dad, so when my dad went to jail, he and I had just had an argument. And here I am thinking he was going to come out of jail, right? So I sent him a message on Facebook Messenger that I thought he was going to read as soon as he got out. And I said, told him, I did tell him that I loved him, but I told him that I just can't do it anymore. I'm so tired of the in and out of jail. I'm so tired of never knowing, should I turn my phone on silent or should I leave the ringer on just in case I get that call? I said a whole lot of stuff, but I told him at the end of the day, like, I'm going to have to step away from you and I'm going to have to love you from afar. I don't want anything to do with this anymore. And then the next day I get the call that he's not here anymore. So I do get it, Jen. I really, really do get it. And even though stuff like that makes me feel awkward, I never want someone to feel like they can't say to me what they want to say to me. But please just know when people compliment me, I'm always going to feel awkward. So if I come off as awkward, it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with me.
I
Yes.
just want people to know, God
Yes.
forbid if something happened to me, I don't want Hazel to ever doubt
I know.
what she meant to me, or you, Raggedy, because I tell Raggedy,
I wanted to call that out. I'm so sorry, sweetness, and I will
oh,
absolutely be praying for you. I know that has to be hard. Sorry, go ahead, Jen.
no, you're fine. I want you to know what you mean to me.
No.
Jennifer, that
You
is
know?
such a valid point. Like, we need to realize that every day with everybody that's in our lives. Like, my mother, who has stage 4 cancer, lives with my husband. And
It's a
I tell her
privilege.
20 times a day how much I love her because
Yeah.
I may go in to take a pee and come back and she's gone.
Yeah.
Listen, so there's a reason I feel the way I do because my mom had myasthenia gravis, and it's a weakening muscle disorder for people that
That's,
don't know.
that's
And
hard right there.
my mom would always say to me, when I was taking care of her, she would always say, "I'm sorry for doing this to you." And I can never. And now my dad is suffering, and now he says it to me, and it just you don't have to you don't have to compliment me. I'm still going to be there. It doesn't matter. And I guess that's why I feel the way I do. I don't know. I don't know
I
where
get
I'm
it.
going with this. Like,
I love you. I love you so much.
and you're doing it again.
Well,
Another thing with me is, my dad, like I've told you guys, he was in addiction from the time he was 11 years old, ever since he lost his own father to unaliving. And whenever I did have him around, he would try to show love by like giving me money and buying me things. But when it came to like mentally and emotionally being a dad, he didn't do so well. He always made me feel like nothing that I could ever do was enough. I never felt like I would ever make him proud. People would tell me that he would brag on me to them, but I never heard what I needed and wanted to hear from him. So now when I hear all of this positivity about myself from other people, again, it makes me feel awkward because I'm not used to that. I'm just not. Like now, if
Yeah.
my mom tells me she's proud of me, or my sister says she's proud of me, if my husband tells me, you look good today, especially when I know that I look like shit,
Mhm.
it's like, are you just saying that? Like, is there a
So,
motive behind it?
see, that's
so
how I used to feel
also,
too. When somebody, that's
also,
how I feel now, Raggedy. When somebody compliments me or says good stuff, I'm like, what do you want? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
when I first got clean, it was like
Jennifer.
two months. Um, and my husband went above and beyond. He was like, "I'm so proud of you," and I was like, "What are you proud of? It's 2 months." Like, and he kept doing it, and I kept saying, what is there to be proud of? Like, I barely have any time under my belt. And then I went to a meeting, and someone said to me, "Remember when you couldn't even get 24 hours?" And I sat there and I understood. I understood why he kept saying it. And I just cried, and I was like, I've been selfish to push him away when he's been there, and he's been there, and he shouldn't have been there. I would have fucking left if I were him. But I think
But you
God
got a
is
good
there.
man.
But I think, yeah, I think that that's why I'm also like, I used to say it all the time, like, what the fuck are you proud of? Like, what? Like, But I didn't think it was such a big deal until I got it, and then and that person said it to me, and I was like, wow, it clicked, and I was like, oh, okay.
And every day is a day to be proud of. One day, a million.
And I know this is sad to say, but like, because I tell people I love them, you know, what if somebody's never heard I love you or heard how special they are? You know what I mean? Like, they're not like boss lady and selfish and manipulative and a liar. They just grew up without ever hearing I love you. You don't know what one little I love you could do for somebody. And I believe everybody should be loved and have somebody to care about them, you know?
Or even just even if it's like a random stranger and you don't say I love you, but you do something kind, for example. And this is not me tooting my own horn, but I was all the negativity that's been happening lately. It could be heavy on any person, but if you're someone that truly believes that you are an empath, like you really feel the weight of
Yep.
other people's emotions, and just the negativity was weighing real heavy on me night before last, really heavy, and I needed to put some positivity out there. So I just started scrolling. Like I did this for 2 hours. I kid you not. I'm not even going to discuss how much funds I put into this, but I would just randomly start throwing people gifts. Like sometimes it would be smaller things. Then I would start throwing people money guns. I was throwing just random people. I would pop into their live. And if it was somebody that had really, really low numbers, or I went into one woman's live, but her bird had just passed away and it was killing me. It was really breaking.
Oh,
Like if they were going through something, or if you could tell they were stressed out, or if they didn't have many people in there, or if they just were radiating positive energy themselves, I would just throw a gift and then I would leave. I would just go out. And I got a couple people that did
Thank
message
you?
me to thank, huh?
Did you even hear a thank you, or you just roll out?
Well, sometimes some of them I did get to hear a thank you, and some of them I didn't because I left so quick. But I did
Raggedy
get a few
bounced.
messages from them, from some of them thanking me for coming in and showing them love. And I told them, no, no need to thank me. I just wanted to put some positivity in your day or your night, technically.
Hey,
And it was
Raggedy,
fun.
what you just said now, I should have told Green Eye this earlier because I was talking to her. And so several of the ladies in here know that I'm facing a pretty severe medical issue, right? Well, today was a very important doctor appointment, right? And my husband was with me, and we went through McDonald's drive-thru so he could get a cup of coffee. And we got up there, and the car in front of us paid for our order.
Oh,
I love it when people
And
do that.
he pulled into the, where you waited a different number or whatever for your order. I got out and I walked over to this lady's car and I wanted to thank her. Here was this woman today.
I
oh,
love that. I love that. Let
Literally,
me tell y'all,
I got back in my car. That is how we need to live.
yep.
facts.
There
It
should
was
be
a
more of that in the
stupid cup of
world.
coffee, but let me tell you, after today's news and everything, that it was like she handed me a $5,000 check.
There should be
I
more of
I
that.
love
A cup of
that. I
coffee.
love that. I love that. There's
Yep.
there's this creator.
The smallest thing can mean everything to somebody.
It can, it can, it can. And there's this creator I've seen, and they've never shown their actual face. Their profile photo is a penguin, and their username is like the penguin or penguin or something like that.
I've
And I
seen that,
think,
Raggedy.
yeah, and they'll go on like Twitch, for example, and they'll find somebody's live that has maybe just one or
Oh,
two viewers, something like that, and they'll
I
sit
know
and
who
have a
you're talking
conversation
about.
with them. Yeah, they'll get to know them. They'll ask about their day. They'll talk to them for a good little while, and then right before they leave, they will throw, I guess on Twitch, it's like some type of gift you give them, but it's actual like monetary, it's money, and they will
Yeah.
like 500, 250, 300, and the people will start to freak out, and they'll be like, you know what,
Wow.
no big deal, I just wanted to shed some positivity into your life today. And
Yeah,
I
I've seen
I
love
him.
it.
love that. I love that.
Yeah, that's amazing. And that just goes to show you, like, if we keep putting that forth and give that more attention and try to do little things like that, like you said, Raggedy, what you do, and give less attention to the shady ladies of this world, they'll fall off. They'll eventually become so irrelevant, they'll give up. You know what I'm saying? They will
Thank
just
you, Guardian.
give up.
I believe that if and I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I believe if she leaves Raggedy alone, she's just gonna jump on somebody else
She
that has a
is.
decent platform. I do believe that, Raggedy. I really do.
And
Thank
I
you
would
for
rather her
that.
come
Thank
at
you
me
so much.
knowing that,
Thank you.
I mean, everybody has their breaking point, right? But I just don't see someone, well, I'm going to say this. I don't see the things like her body shaming me or her making up these and that lies about me. Because at the end of the day, like everyone has said, the people that know me know she's full of crap. However, there is one thing that didn't really come out of her mouth. It was out of someone else's mouth, unless it was a fake profile that she had, which is possible because it was the only person that has ever commented on her channel. But there was one thing that was said about a certain situation, and it was very triggering for me. But as far as getting under my skin and hurting my feelings or offending me, no, she's not going to be able to do that. But not everybody is as strong mentally as I am. Not everybody is as thick skinned as I am. I don't care if you have 1 million followers. That does not mean that you are thick skinned or mentally strong. And if she is coming at me, at least I know she's not going at somebody who can't take it.
Right.
Because words do hurt.
She could be. She could be. You never know, and that's sad. It's sad that people have to do that shit.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I wanted to go back to what we were talking about before because Reaper put out a video yesterday or the day before to write a note of kindness and just leave it somewhere in the public
Yeah,
for
I love
somebody to
that.
find.
Yes.
I loved that. I really did. And, it doesn't have to be these big, extravagant gestures.
Mm-mm.
It's
Just even a
little things
smile.
like that. Exactly. And it
Like the
just
kindness rocks.
Oh,
Every
changes
night.
everybody's day. It
Yep.
changes their day. It changes your day. And it just makes the world a better place.
Well, you remember
thank y'all
that
for
thing
the
about
gifts. Y'all
kindness
don't have
rocks,
to.
Renee? Same thing.
There should be
Yeah.
more of that in the world.
I
There's enough
agree.
hate. There's
No,
enough
Kat, it
hate.
doesn't have to be.
There's too much hate in this world, and it's
Yep.
sad.
It is sad.
But
It is sad.
ladies, I'm gonna go to bed. Love y'all.
I love your
Have a
face.
great night, Hazel.
Have a great
Good
night. Now
night, Miss Hazel.
I will say this, and this is one thing that I
Love you.
love
Love you.
about my job. Okay.
Redemption.
I don't
Bless
know
you.
how many of you know, but I
Everybody
am
say
what we
bless you.
call an onboarding trainer. So that means for the company I work for, when new employees are hired, I am the first person they see that trains them for 5 weeks on how to do their job. We have to train virtually because we all work from home. But when my agents come in from day one up until the end of week 5, every morning when they come in, I make sure I have a smile on my face. I never let my personal life impact how I show up to work. I make sure I have a smile on affirmations where we either all say something positive, like it's the same thing all together, or we all go around the room and talk about something positive from the day before. And I have had so many of my new hires tell me that they can be having just a really bad day or they had a really bad night. They're just not feeling it, but they love that they come into work in the mornings and I'm always positive, I'm always bubbly, and I'm always getting them into a positive mindset because it helps them get through their day, not only at work, when they leave work. And that in itself, outside of all of the stressors of my job, because let me tell you, being a trainer is not easy. But with all the stressors of my job, that one piece makes every stressor I have to face and every challenge I have to face worth it. Because if I can make even one person's day better,
It's worth it.
yeah,
Yep.
I've done what I came to do.
And think if every single human did that for one person a day, what a better world we'd be in.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I'm not, listen, I am far from perfect when it comes to being positive. Sometimes I forget to be positive, but I've been striving and trying hard every single day, even when bad stuff's happening, to find a positive. Because we don't need that stress. Like it is too much negativity in this world. And have I played a part in the negativity on this app in some way, shape, or form? Yes, multiple times. I will own that and I will take accountability. But I would love it if more people would at least try, even if you just try every now and then. to spread some
Yeah.
positivity in
Yeah,
somebody
you want me to
else's
tell you
life.
something great about Raggedy? When, even though she's not in the box, she's always in my life somewhere, somehow. And when
Even
she
if I'm just
sees
listening.
stuff starting to get to me, she will text me on the back end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just a check on her, or sometimes I will give her under stress. I don't like to see people that I care about being put in a bad situation, and there's not always going to be things that I can do to fix it, but if I can help, I'm going to help. Like I tell everybody, my DMs are always open. I
And
always do what I can to help.
she gets on my ass when need be.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you how it is. But that's
Not,
what a friend
but
should
not
do.
hateful. It's not.
No.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
not
no.
malicious. And Raggedy don't just send a little thing. She sends me a conversation. She lets me know exactly how she feels. She lets me know how much she does care about me. And then she lets me know if there's an issue or if she's checking on me. Like, because Raggedy, it may not be on TikTok, but our friendship is more off of TikTok
Hmm.
than on TikTok because it's a real friendship.
Yeah.
And it's really sad to me, in a way, that Boss Lady, to get people to even speak to her, she has to put them down. That's something I see. Like
Right.
if she was a genuine person, Raggedy would be her friend instead of her enemy, but she's chosen enemy
Right.
instead.
Yep.
You know what I
That's
mean?
Right.
true. That's true. Like if she had come at me a different way, if she had come at me and she had been genuine, if she had been straightforward, hell, if she had in the very beginning when this all first started, if she had recognized what she was doing and taken accountability and apologized right then, I would have forgiven her, and I would have, we would have figured it out. I don't now, I can forgive if she apologizes, but I would never be able to support somebody like that. Like she's gone too far. It's been too bad. But I will say
Right.
this. I always tell y'all how mind blown I am at the amount of support that I get on this app. I wish Melissa Sue was still in here or Katie, because let me tell you guys something. Those two girls have been with me when I only had 100 and something followers. Like it's been over 2 years, that friendship that I built with those two girls. And they will tell you that I never, like some people get on here with the intent to grow their platforms, and there is nothing wrong with that, especially if you are doing it the right way and being yourself. There's nothing wrong with that, but my intention was never to grow my platform. I have been accused. It doesn't happen now, but I used to get accused all the time of, wanting views and clout and attention. Heck, Ronnie used to ride my ass, and even Ronnie apologized to me because she sat and watched me and realized, like, I am not what people tried to accuse me to be. But when my platform did start to grow, the I can't even tell you the level of shock that I felt. I didn't understand it. I couldn't figure out why all of these people were following me. I still don't understand it, but I do know one thing. One of the main reasons that I feel like I did grow a platform I didn't intend to grow is because I have always stayed 100% true to myself. I have always been 100% unapologetically me, and that will never change. Even when I'm screwing up, I am still being 100% me. I make mistakes sometimes. I did something not that long ago that was out of my character with somebody that I did care about. That's Psycho Bunny. I did not go with my gut, but guess what? I learned a lesson from that mistake. And I can promise you, I will never do it again. Never. And I really wish a certain person would join my live so I could invite them into a box so that we could have an adult conversation. But I guess I'm just
But you
going to.
take accountability, Raggedy. That's the difference between, like, when I had that live and cussed somebody out for an hour. I apologized.
Yeah.
I admitted that I ran on emotion. That's the difference between us and these. You know what I'm saying? If we fuck up, we'll be like, "Hey, I fucked up royally.
Right, right.
I apologize." Accountability means a lot.
And when I do go to Jen with something that is going on that I don't agree with, for example, that live that you just mentioned, I text Jen that night and I told her, and I feel like everyone was running high on emotions. I don't feel like it was handled correctly on all parts. Like it did upset me a little bit at what happened. But when I go to Jen and I talk to her about these things, she never gets defensive. Do you know what she does? she sits there and she listens. Like that day in my live, everybody was like, Jen, are you okay? Like, because she was being quiet, because she was listening. She listens to what I'm saying and she has a conversation. And if there's accountability that needs to be taken, she takes it. If there's apologies that need to be given, she gives it. And that's how I am. I will listen and I will own my shit. And that's how you can tell the difference between somebody that's real and somebody that is just fake as fuck. And I'm just being
It
so honest.
it also shows it's a sign of being an adult, a mature adult who is confident enough in themselves to admit when we've done wrong.
Nobody, Mama D. I think I'm just going to reach out to her off of live, to be honest. But thank you. I don't want to do it on live.
Yeah, and I wasn't mad at you.
No,
You didn't
because
sit
you
there
know I
and
was coming
cuss
from a
me
good
out
place.
or talk down to me. You know what I mean? And people were like, Jennifer, you okay? I'm like, Raggedy asked for nobody to say nothing because she wanted to talk to just me. So I listened to what she had to say. If I thought for 1 minute that she was low rating me or putting me down, then
You would have told
that
me.
conversation would went a different way. But she talked to me with respect, not
Even when
like I was
Jersey kept
beneath
cutting me
her.
off. When Fran kept cutting me off and I kept
I
having
know.
to
I thought
say,
she was going.
listen, and here's my thing. Like, my husband cuts me off all the time. And when people cut me off, I'm not going to lie. Like, especially whenever I really want to say what I'm trying to say, like, it's very important to me. But also with the fluid on my head, I have an awful memory. Like, I will lose my train of thought quick. But when Fran was cutting me off, I was didn't want her to feel like I was disrespecting her because that's not what I was doing, but I really wanted to say it because I wanted everybody to hear it. Like I wanted Fran to hear what I was saying too because it involved her. I wanted Jen to hear it. And I wanted to make sure that the point I was trying to get across was getting across in the best way. I didn't want it to come off the wrong way. And whenever you're having a conversation like that, if the person that is trying to talk is constantly having to stop and then somebody else says something and then they have to continue, things can get twisted and turned and it doesn't come off how it's supposed to come off. And that's how
Right.
narratives get twisted. And I
Yep.
did not want that to happen.
And with my ADHD, I forget. I'm not joking, y'all. I'll be talking,
Still,
and if somebody stops me, I'll completely forget what I was talking about.
yeah, I have
Well,
ADHD too, and it's bad. It's bad.
Right.
But when you
I
said,
forget why I
friend,
went in the other
I'm
room.
talking to Jennifer.
And I did tell her, you know,
Remember.
she did come back, and
Yeah.
I did like Fran. I was not trying to be ugly. But with Fran, you do something like in situations like that, you do have to just kind of be a little stern, but also be
Yeah.
respectful. And she knows. I would have never got to say what I wanted to say, and it would have been the
You would
end
have
of it.
forgot.
God bless her.
And what you were saying a minute ago, I'm sorry, Amber, hold on.
No, you're
The
fine.
other day, I said something in the live, and I knew as soon as I said it, I was going to get a text from Raggedy, and I sure did. You know what I'm talking about when I said you and your whatever, and I knew as soon as it come out of my mouth, I knew Raggedy was going to text me.
About the AFF thing.
No.
Listen, Jen, I don't even remember.
When I said F so and so and F your,
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm just protecting you, and you know that.
No, I know. And like if people, think I don't know why they think that we're arguing or whatever. No.
We've
If
never
listen,
argued.
if I had a real issue with Raggedy, one, it wouldn't be on a live. Because that's my friend in real life. Like point blank period. I'm not going to broadcast our disagreement on live.
No.
right.
And she wouldn't do that to me either.
Absolutely not. And that's like when Boss Lady tried to make up that lie that Tech and I had a falling out. You know, I do know that Tech is just respectful in general. And if we really had an issue with each other, we wouldn't have we wouldn't have done it on live. We're civil together. I talk to Tech almost every day on this app because I'm always going in her lives. She would have come to me directly or I would have went to her directly. Whatever it was, we damn sure wouldn't have had a whole scene on the app for people to talk about. And the fact that Boss Lady even thought that was going to be believable, I went in Xiaomi's live, and then I fell asleep because I didn't have to work that day. It was during my PTO. And then I woke back up later, and I had a text from Villain with a screen recording that said, "What the hell is this?" And I watched it, and it was Boss Lady saying she heard Tech had ripped me a new one the day before, and she said, "I don't know who Tech is, but I'm starting to like her now." And then I get back.
What?
Listen, no, it gets better. I get back on TikTok. Sure enough, Shomi had shared me her live, and Shomi don't usually share me her live, so I knew they had heard. They had heard. So I went in there, and Tech was like, "Oh, there's Raggedy. Raggedy, did we have a fight, or did I tear you a new one? Do we got some kind of beef?" Just playing around. And I got in the box, and we were laughing about it. And Tech said, "Well, I guess if they want to say we did it, we might as well just do it, so that they
Get
have
it
something."
over with.
We had a whole fake fight for like 2 minutes, like not even 2 minutes on live. But I called her a hag and a know-it-all, and I don't remember what she said about me. She said she
Oh,
was
that would
gonna
have been fun to watch.
Yeah, she
Well,
said she was
I
gonna.
want to say this, and I've said it before, but this app could go away right this minute, and these women in these boxes I know are going to continue to be my friends. We all talk on the back end. We all have beautiful
Oh, yes.
relationships. We all have mad respect and love for each other.
Mhm.
And you know, you see us in the boxes and talking and all of that, but you don't get to see how we are with each other behind the scenes. And each and one of the women in these boxes right now will continue to be with me long after this app is gone.
Facts.
You're stuck with us.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I think
I'm
Right.
I'm coming. I'm
Exactly.
coming to Tennessee. So
yeah,
you might as well get ready.
And I just kept
Yep.
Green Eyed on the phone for 3 hours today after my appointment. So
It was not 3 hours. You were crazy.
Sorry.
it probably seemed like 12 to you.
so.
And that's like with
I took
Amber.
a long nap today, you guys. I took a long nap.
Me
And
too.
that's like with Amber when um when I felt that Amber was being mistreated, and like people were coming to me telling me I didn't need to speak to her. I'm like, look, you can't tell me who to be friends with. Amber has always been kind to me. She's always been nice to me. Just because you have a problem with her, that don't affect our friendship. Didn't I, Amber?
Yep. Yep.
Amen,
Yep.
Jennifer.
We talked about it.
That's an adult, mature way to deal with things.
Yep.
So I have a
Half of it I
question.
don't even understand. Yep.
And this is completely off topic from anything that we've discussed because
Oh
for
God.
transparency, I don't even want to
Ugh.
talk about Boss Lady anymore. She gives me a headache. Um, how many of you know who Nerali and Laura are, or AKA Nerali and Young Low?
I've heard
Yes.
of them. I don't know who, but I've
I
heard
do
that
not.
name.
Oh my gosh, y'all. They have. So there was this whole ordeal where Nerali was supposedly pregnant with twins, and she was having a complicated pregnancy, and then she allegedly miscarried, and then she was gone for like 2 months. Then she gets back on the app, and turns out she's still pregnant, but it was never twins. She admitted she lied, and she never had a miscarriage. She is having some pregnancy complications in and out of the hospital, but this hoe lied about having a miscarriage and lied about being pregnant with twins. Like, what the?
Know that young Lo so verbally just abuses her, and it's just a show, and people are paying.
Because for somebody to lie about a miscarriage, for women like myself who wanted nothing more than to become a mother, and there's thousands and thousands all over our country, all over the world, that would literally take my right arm if that means I could be a mother. And for them to just talk about it like it's nothing, for those of us that have had multiple miscarriages, for them to just like use it as a money ploy, I'm like, it's infuriating.
And DV too.
Infuriating.
She does it with DV too. So she has
That's disgusting.
she's given herself a fake black eye with makeup and wore it all day long. And she's done this a couple of times. And pretended that Laura physically assaulted her and then wiped it off on live and laughed about it, that it was a joke.
Yep.
It's gross, and I don't like. If you want to watch some reality TV, you want to watch some drama, go find an old episode of The Real World, or go watch Desperate Housewives. We can find you something to watch, boo boo. But don't support somebody who jokes and lies about domestic violence and about having a miscarriage. That is insane to me, and that is what I call cult mentality. That is
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm straight pissed now. because I don't think
That's
DV
fucked
is
up.
funny. And I know a friend of mine who, not a friend, my cousin that passed away at 16 had to have a complete hysterectomy. And that traumatized her so much, she turned to rugs. The one I just picked up her ashes. That is fucking disgusting.
It is. It's gross. And what's bad is, like, I used to really like Morali a long time ago, right before her and Laura actually got together, and then even right after they got together. Let me tell you, Nerali was a literal model. Like, she is. I think she's beautiful now. Whenever she's actually like taking care of herself and not drawing all over her face, and I don't even know, but she is such a beautiful girl. I
She really is.
don't get it. Like, if she would stop all of this ridiculousness and get away from Laura, take accountability for what she's done. If she thinks that she's getting a lot of support now, that girl could make some major bank all on her own, all by her bad self. But what she's doing right now is 100% setting her up for failure when the time does come that her and Laura do separate, because the way that their relationship is, unfortunately, I don't foresee that lasting forever, even though the stuff that they do is a skit, and that's how they get away with it with CPS. That's the thing. So they're acting, you know what I mean? It's no different than the people that are in movies and on TV shows that
That's sick.
that it's that's how they get away with it, though. But it's gross. And one of these
I had to
days,
block them because I just couldn't.
it's bad. One of these days, Nerali's not going to be able to come back from that. She's not. She's burning so many bridges, and she is killing her reputation. And eventually, that cult that they have built is going to fall off. What are they going to do if TikTok goes down? Because I'm going to tell you, do they have a big YouTube channel? Yes. But the people on their YouTube are not the same people on TikTok. And I would
qualify for unemployment like Adriel Ziegler wanted to, remember?
listen,
They thought they could qualify for unemployment.
I cannot.
He really thought that.
She seriously thought that. She's so mad that the app's going down right now. She doesn't know what to do.
I'm going to be honest, and, maybe I will be proved wrong on January 19th, but this has been going on for years, and Trump is back in office, and Trump, even when he's not a president, he has a pretty big voice when it comes to the Republican Party and whatever you call it. Listen, I'm not even with politics. I don't care. But I feel like he will do whatever the hell he has to do to keep TikTok on within the United States, to keep it how it is. And the reason I say that is because he is going to want to have all of the support that he has been having. And he knows that TikTok is a livelihood for a lot of people.
Oh, you know what I heard, Raggedy?
What?
That dude off Shark Tank was going to buy it. One of those.
Yeah, I
I
heard
don't
him
know if
and
that's
another
true,
guy.
y'all. So please don't start that. I'm just saying.
No.
What I heard.
I did see an interview of him, and there was another guy that was bidding against him, and then they decided to team up together. I can't remember the other guy's name, but I did see an actual interview of him.
But
didn't China say they would sell the app, but they would not sell the algorithm?
What does that mean?
And that's why some of the people that were interested backed off, because they're like, why are we just going to buy the name or just the bare bones of TikTok? We need the algorithm.
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest issues that the United States has with TikTok is the app, is the algorithm. They feel like there is something being twisted and turned as to what gets pushed out on the FYP, what gets views and why it gets views. Like they are weirded out for some reason by whatever's going on with that. And China doesn't want to lose control of that. But what's going to happen is, if the United States takes it over, I'm being so honest, it's going to turn into something like Facebook. And on Facebook, it's rigged on who gets pushed out, who gets watched. If you don't have a big name for yourself, if you're not doing this or doing that, or putting out a fake persona, perfect mom, perfect family, you're not getting pushed out on Facebook, and that is not okay. And that is not what we want for TikTok.
Well, they said from what I read, they were saying that they believe that the Chinese government is you know, by all that we put on social media, all the information we put on this app, and pictures of our homes and our cars with a license plate number and everything like that, that they're gathering all this information.
So is the
And
United States government with
yeah,
Facebook.
and they don't want the Chinese to have all, like when we show street signs, or somebody works at, let's say, a nuclear plant, or works at this place, that they're getting too much information from
Uh,
TikTok.
But if you really think about it, y'all, 95% of the items that we buy on a regular basis, even with cleaning products,
Yep.
decorations for our home, everything was made in China. So at this
It's
point,
awful.
United States and China should become more allies than anything else. Like work together, not against each other. If they take this app away, well, you're still going to be able to access it if you already have it. It's just going to eventually turn to shit because it's not going to be updating. It's going to suck. But if they take this app away, there's going to be there's going to be people not only impacted financially, but there's going to be people that are
Yep.
impacted mentally and emotionally. You have
Oh,
no
heck yeah.
idea how many people this app is an outlet for, myself included. You take this app away from me, yes, I'm still going to have my friends that I've made, that I talk to on the back end, but it's going to take a part of me that feels like
I've been bedridden for a week, and oh my gosh, I'd pulled every hair out of my head without TikTok. I'm not gonna lie.
I just hope
We
it
get to
doesn't go
depend
away.
on that socialization.
And people keep saying, if TikTok goes away, I'm just going to go to Lemonade, or I'm going to go here, I'm going to do this. People have to understand TikTok is owned by ByteDance. Guess who owns CapCut, where a lot of people do their video editing? ByteDance. Guess
ByteDance.
who owns Lemonade? ByteDance. If
Yep.
TikTok goes down, so does CapCut. So does Lemonade. And you can't even go live on Lemonade. And you can, the videos you can make is very limited. It sucks. It sucks. That's why I'm going to YouTube if it
What about
happens.
that other F1, Raggedy? I forgot what it's called.
Favorited.
Favorited.
Yeah, it looks just like TikTok. Like
I
boxes in the
hear,
same.
yeah, I hear it is a lot like TikTok. I
It
just
looks
installed it
identical.
today. I haven't played around with it yet, but I am going to play around with it this weekend, and I will absolutely tell you guys my honest 100% thoughts and reviews. If I like it, then I may, try and move some stuff over there too with YouTube, but I don't know. I don't know.
It looks just like a copycat generic TikTok is what it looks like. I just downloaded it this afternoon.
It's sort of
Being in the
slapper.
doctor's office, literally, and
Okay.
it looks like it.
I love you, ladies. I'm falling asleep. I love you very much.
Good night, beautiful
Love you.
Jennifer.
If any of y'all need me, I'll answer that phone. I love
When you
y'all.
talk to Miss
Love
Fran,
you.
would you tell her that we all love and miss her, please?
Yes,
For us
I
all?
definitely will.
Because
I'm
there was a
sorry, I
couple
didn't mean
people
to.
asking about her in the chat, Miss
Yeah.
Jennifer.
Okay. Thank you, baby. I'm so sorry, Raggedy. I'm just like sitting here, like I've done, like nodded out twice, and the sleepy kind of nodded before that gets started.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love you, Jennifer.
Love you.
Love you. I'm on. What time is it? How long have I been on here, y'all? 2 hours. I'm probably gonna end. Hey, though, before I do, and I know I've said this already once, but I'm for real. So today I was having a lot of internet issues, and I didn't even think I was gonna be able to go live until literally last minute. But as long as I'm not having issues tomorrow, I want to try and pop on live and do the Uno. However, here's the thing. I don't want to set a specific time because it seems like every time I set a specific time for something, things come up. So what I'll do is I will go live. I will title my live, Let's Play Uno, and I will share it out to as many people as I can think of. But remember, in order to play, you do have to have two devices, a device for the box and a device for the chat. And we will rotate people in boxes to make sure that everybody gets to participate. But it's going to be a lot of fun. And you never
And
know.
Raggedy, will you make a post about, let's pick a day to teach some crochet lessons, like a week ahead of time? Make
Yep,
a
I'm
post
going
about it and give the ladies or gentlemen a chance to go get like an F size hook, which is the most commonly used one, is F like Frank, and a couple skeins of yarn.
Yep, we're already planning that. So that's the
Okay.
reason why we didn't do that this weekend, because I said we want to give at least a week's notice so that people have time to get the supplies we're going to need. Because what we're going to
Yeah.
do is we're going to find a very easy, basic pattern that people who have never done it before would be able to follow along with without any problem. So I'll definitely be making that post once we figure it all out.
Yeah, and even if we
Ra-
have
She'll
a
shop.
Raggedy,
lady make her own
let's
scarf It's
talk about that
easy kind of
because
you.
I do have some easy. I do have some easy ones. I'm sure you have some easy ones. So let's talk about that and
Yeah.
plan something.
Yeah, we definitely will. We
It'd
definitely
be
will.
nice to do something relaxing and positive and leave all the drama and the sadness behind for a couple hours.
Yeah, we're going to do a paranormal live too, where we're going to talk about all kinds of things paranormal related. So stay tuned for that. And once I need to play around with my podcast equipment, I still haven't, y'all. That tells you how busy I've been. But once I figure out my podcast equipment and I figure out StreamYard and all of that, I'm going to go ahead and start doing the podcast and see if we can get some interviews scheduled with some people for some YouTube lives. Like, I'm going to be reaching out to some of these bigger creators on TikTok. I'm going to be reaching out to people off of the TikTok app, people in the YouTube community. I'm going to be getting some fun stuff going. So I'm
It'd be
excited.
fun, Raggedy, if you did like certain types of jobs that are pretty rare for women. You know, think like questions for a female firefighter or something like that that you don't see a lot of women doing, just to empower the our younger ladies. Hey, you can do anything.
Yeah,
You
we're
know,
gonna do a variety of things for sure. All
that
right,
would be
guys.
fun.
I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna spend some time.
All right.
I'm trying to learn how to crochet a toboggan, so that's what I'm gonna work on. But I will pop on tomorrow, and we will play some Uno.
All right.
All right.
Thank
I'm
you for
Good
ready.
night,
allowing me up
ladies.
here, Raggedy.
Love you.
Love you
I
guys.
love
See you guys
you.
in the
Have a
chat.
great night.
Have
Thank
a
you
good
guys,
night.
everybody, so
Thanks,
much.
Raggedy.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Bye, chat.